Welcome to the webinar. My name is Lori Burns and I am an NSCC EAL support specialist. In this webinar, we will be talking about classroom listening strategies, and at the end of the webinar, there will be some resources that will help you improve these skills. Let's get started. The objectives for this webinar are to discuss the challenges faced when listening and explore some techniques of effective listening. When we communicate, we share information with someone else. We use all language skills when we communicate, but studies show that listening accounts for 45% of all communication. This means that we use listening a lot when we're communicating. Listening is very important. Ask yourself, what is the difference between hearing and listening? Hearing happens involuntarily, which means that even though you might not choose to, you may hear information or conversations around you. It is accidental, not something you made a choice to do. It requires no effort on your part, and it just happens. So you might notice a bird singing in the background from outside. That is hearing. Listening is something that requires motivation and effort, and you must focus on what you are listening to. When we listen, we are trying to understand the meanings and intention of the speaker. If you're an active listener and really paying attention, you should be able to provide feedback to the speaker on what you heard. There are many reasons why we listen to something. We listen for entertainment, such as listening to music or TV shows. We listen to get information in class, in a work meeting, or on the news. We listen to try to understand information. We listen for enjoyment, like at a concert or a movie, and we listen to learn through webinars, podcasts, or in class. What is your favorite reason to listen? There can be many reasons that listening is challenging. Sometimes people speak very fast. There can be a lot of background noise that makes it difficult to focus. There can be a lack of visual clues, like nodding or smiling when speaking on the telephone. If you as the listener have a limited vocabulary or knowledge on the subject, it can also be very difficult to keep your attention. A lot of speakers use reduced speech. Reduced speech is when words or sounds are combined. This is often more informal, and it means that some sounds are either hard to hear or are left out completely. For example, you might hear, "Hey, how are ya?" as a greeting. Phrases or words with reduced speech like this can be difficult to understand if you are not used to it. There are some things you can do to help you understand what you hear during a class or lecture. Before you go to the meeting, class, or lecture, read about the topics and study the key terms that you will hear. This will make it easier to recognize them. Try to think of questions you want to be answered as well, and see if you can listen for the answers during the meeting, class, or lecture. These strategies are also helpful in the workplace for meetings, learning opportunities, etc. In the lesson, try to find the main idea. Pay attention to the special language of signposts. More on this later. And be aware of digressions. A digression is when someone moves away from the main topic with information that is not as relevant or is on a different topic. You should also take notes on the main ideas and write down any questions you have. If you don't hear answers to your questions during the lesson, make sure you ask. The lesson is over, review your notes and see if you can improve them. Can you add any more details? You could discuss your notes and compare with others in your class. Make sure the questions you had are answered. Try to answer them yourself, and if you can't, ask for support from other students or your faculty. RASA is a system that can help your listening skills. Let's take a look at what this means. First, the R is connected to how you receive the listening. This means paying attention and focusing on the speaker. A means appreciating the listener. This can be done by making gestures like nodding and smiling, and noises like mm-hmm to show that you're listening. S refers to summarizing. You should try to tell the speaker what they have told you to confirm your understanding. And finally, the last A means to ask questions, if you have any, after listening. When speaking, people will use language signposts that help you understand what information is coming next. They will also use time sequence signals like first, next, also, finally, in conclusion, etc. These tell you about the order of information or a process. Illustration signals that show examples like, for example, after all, avoid, etc. And comparison signals like similarly, on the other hand, conversely, etc. to show how things are the same or different. Listening for these words can help you understand the information as you are listening. Sometimes you might not hear exactly what someone said. At that point, it is a great idea to ask for clarification. Say things like, sorry, I missed that. Did you say? Or, could you repeat the part about? Or, I didn't catch that. Could you please repeat it? And people will be happy to repeat themselves so you can understand. You should reflect and evaluate on your own learning. Before listening, what do I already know? What predictions can I make? While listening, what strategies can I use to help me understand what I'm listening to? After listening, what strategies help me the most? What will I do next time? This will help you be better prepared for next time you have to listen to something important. Thank you for listening to the webinar. If you need further clarification or to practice these skills, please book an appointment with an EAL support specialist. Resources and references will now follow. There are many available resources for NSCC students. Please take some time to explore them. Visit the NSCC EAL page to view the schedules for upcoming EAL webinars, to book an appointment with an EAL support specialist, and to use the EAL guide for additional resources to help increase your language learning. You can find all of these resources on the Learning Supports Connect page and link on the screen. Connect is NSCC's intranet and requires your NSCC W number and login.